everyone, today other thing, this brand new movie, it is called Son-in-Law, and this movie, it is from Mexico, and in this movie we see Jose, he comes to this city to live with his uncle, but later on we see in this movie when his uncle die, he has this best friend, but he end up like marrying his best friend's sister. This movie starts with, and we see these sisters, like Jose's wife family is very like wealthy, and like they have a lot of connection. And Jose, he was working for this wife's family, and one day he discovered like he get opportunity basically to work with this politician who offer him like a big opportunity. And we see from there on Jose, he start working with this two politician who make him like Minister of Transportation in this movie. And we see from there, he gets many other promotion. Then slowly in this movie he become like I think attorney general in this movie. And then this movie ends with, we see he's end up in jail. And so the whole movie, it is about how Jose like because this movie opens with he's in jail, so he telling the audience how he end up in the jail from this opening, like from this beginning to the end. So this movie, it starts with, I must say, the first scene and everything. I just like, oh wow, this guy, he's like, I really thought he was some kind of a mafia gangster or something. But as the movie goes on, Jose, his life in this movie, it is quite interesting, honestly. This movie, it has some very interesting scene. Some of the scene in this movie is actually very funny, and it is quite like, what is going on type of scene it has. Like when I was watching it, I personally was really surprised how he was keep getting one after one promotion, and his like even in-laws are like, how is he getting all this? Like how he become the Minister of Transportation. That's like, then later on he become like Attorney General. Like, are you kidding me? He's like, I never went to even finish my college. Obviously those two politicians was using him, like he was their scapegoat. So that's why he was getting all the promotion. So I must say this movie overall, it still was quite mixed for me, because I did like some of the scene, as I'm saying, and they are funny and everything. But some scene in this movie is also just like, what is going on? So this movie, it is kind of like a mix. While it did have some interesting premises, that some of the plot point, it is very interesting. However, same time, this movie really, some of the scene, it just drags out. Like what? He's in so many parties in this, and some of this party, he just like there and giving like confusing look on his face, like, and didn't need it, if I'm being honest. All those scene in this movie has all the party scene and his relationship with in-laws. Well, it was interesting, I guess, but some of the party scene, his face expression, I just like, why you are there? Why we need this scene? And there was also another character in this movie, like he was this, what was his name? I think his name was Alfandro or something. He's this delivery guy, but he's this criminal and everything. And his relationship with that criminal guy, in this movie, it was quite good, I guess. I guess through that guy, he got the promotion and everything. So, it made sense how his relationship with that guy was developing. But that guy, what was it? I forgot. Alejandro, I think. He was in this movie. Was definitely is very interesting. Although we don't know his backstory that much. But he had a lot of scene with Jose in this movie, And Jose's relationship with his wife and the kids, it was, I'd say it wasn't very very underdeveloped as an audience. I was just like, wow, why this movie called Son-in-Law is like, he's not son-in-law that much in here. Like he gets like kind of like separated from wife and everything. So yeah. So this movie still, I will say, there is a lot of drag out scene, a lot of unnecessary plot line. But still overall, some of the scene, I did find it funny, honestly. I was entertained by it. So I'm not going to say this was fully waste of my time, because I was entertained. Because, Jose, this guy, he's not ambitious guy, He's not, Although he was wishing he could be doing more in his in-laws like business, but he wasn't like going out of his way to be more ambitious or anything like that. So I definitely thought Jose was very funny character. It's not hoo-ha funny, but he's definitely funny, and the way his character ends in jail, like, it was funny. I guess there is some funny scene that I personally thought was just like, oh wow. But same time, there was so many drag out scenes, so many like unnecessary scenes that this movie really became mixed. So editing for this movie is not that good. They could have cut out a lot of this unnecessary scene. I don't know why director kept them. If this movie was neatly made, I think this could have been really funny, an interesting story. But overall, I thought this movie was just like okay, didn't live up to its potential, but it wasn't bad either. Like it's not a bad overall movie because some part is definitely was entertaining and funny that I was laughing. So overall, I thought the Jose character, he was like he was funny, it was interesting to see him go up and down his life, but I guess end of the day he did end up in jail. Overall, yeah, I just like okay movie, and let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. Did you like it or not? If you enjoyed my this review, watch other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.